Are you looking for a podcast about the worst movies playing in your local theater?
Then you must be thinking of another podcast. Oh, why, good evening, Kelsey.
Good evening, Robert.
How are you today?
Fantastic and wonderful. How are you?
I'm pretty good. I'm on, Dr. Pepper number 4 today.
That's probably too many.
It's about to be Dr. Pepper number 5.
Hell yeah. I've got a
Might as
guinea.
well.
We'll crack this thing.
Let's do it.
I'm so
Here we go.
nervous. Every single one of
Hang on.
these.
Here we go. We do the tippy taps. Okay.
Does that do anything?
That's what I hear.
It's supposed to do something, but I don't think it ever does.
I think it's just peace of mind.
It's just to scare the fish.
Yeah.
All right. I'll try it. I do it so slow because it's going to boil over. Okay. We're good.
I don't know why yours do that and mine don't. Mine never do.
I think I got a shaken 6-pack. It was just like, you know what? We're going to rough and tumble these things around in the shipment crate before we deliver them to you.
Yeah, I always seem to be good with mine. Mine have felt a little flat though.
Mine always get flat immediately after I open them because all the fizz escapes.
I do the and then that nitrogen thing is supposed to be like when it does the thing, right? Mine just goes like and then nothing really happens.
Okay.
Maybe I just got a bum 6-pack.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Think to Guinness factory. What's going on?
I know. I mean, they're coming here from Ireland, right? So
I guess
a long way to keep it pristine and good.
In Ireland? No, they're manufactured in New York.
Oh.
Okay, wait. Brewed in Ireland, imported by New York.
So it is coming from Ireland,
I suppose.
And then New York just sends it all out to the rest of the people.
Pack it better, Ireland.
Or New York, whatever you guys are doing. It's all the trucks out here,
Yeah. Honestly, if it gets to my local Arkansas retailer in one piece. Actually, I don't think I can get these in Arkansas because I live in a dry county, which I don't think they'll even sell non-alcoholic beer in a dry county.
Yeah, that'd be true.
Did you know that dry counties still exist?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing still because I remember when we were living up there in Texas, our place was like the last bastion of dryness until it wasn't.
I mean, well, where we were from was like the wettest place around.
Right. Yeah. We're like the one wet city in like the surrounding area.
Are there still dry counties in Texas? There are 4.
Wow.
There are 4. None of them are us.
That's fascinating.
So there's Borden County, which is around Lubbock.
Is that where they make the milk?
Oh, maybe.
That's why they're dry. They're just out there drinking
for real.
The good calcium juice.
Kent County, which is a ghost town. That's cool.
Cool.
Roberts County, which is in the Panhandle near Oklahoma, and Throckmorton County, which is between Lubbock and Fort Worth.
Fascinating.
But only those 4 places.
Okay.
So interesting. There are 60 wets, 4 dries.
Okay.
That's what this says. 60 completely wet counties in Texas and 4 completely dries. That's very fun. So anyway, I'm willing to be very stupid on the show for you.
Okay.
I need to tell you about something.
Tell me about it.
I did finally decide to get that Nest thermostat.
Nice. Okay.
Couldn't handle it anymore. It's that 4th generation one. It's supposed to be all like AI centric and stuff, and like, be able to do things better and smoother, and it takes different stuff into account. I will say, from it being installed, huge difference so far. Like before, if we let it get to like 74, 75, you'd be like, it's like sweltering in this house.
Yeah.
It gets to like 74 or 75 now, and we're still like, it's fucking so cold.
That's nice. Why is it different?
it's saying like, oh, we just want to make sure like the house kind of stays cool on its own, so it just cycles the fan on and off from time to time and just like lightly circulates the air. Like I've felt like since it's been on, when you put your hand up to like, where the air's coming out,
Uh-huh.
it's never blowing as hard as it used to.
Hmm.
And I'm wondering if it's like, okay, the system before was like, uh-oh, they said go to 73, and it just like would full blow go, right?
Yeah. And then when they hit 73, it's just immediate, like the air is off, no more.
Whereas I think this goes like, okay, we're trying to get to 73. It's a little cold outside. I'm gonna kickstart it, and then I'm just kind of like run the fan, but not really run the unit, and I'll just let it get there on its own. And it just kind of like gets there. Like it still gets there almost in the same amount of time, but I feel like it works less.
Huh.
I'm
That's
curious
cool.
what like a month of it will do,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure how that's gonna go. So here's the thing. I did get it. We ran a whole bunch of errands, did some other stuff, and I was like, okay, it's time to put it in. It is 1 in the morning.
Why? Why are you doing
Time
that?
now. I was like, it's time.
What kind of
So,
errands were you running until 1 in the morning?
well, no, like we did stuff, came home, did completely other stuff, and then I was like, I want to put this on now. It was 1.
Just the ADD kicked in. It was like, it's time.
So I pull off the old one. Oh, well, part of it was we had to pull off the old one, and the plate on that one was so big. Remember we painted that room green,
Uh-huh.
so you had to pull off that plate, and it's just this white square. So we had to paint
Yeah.
all through there. That was great. So we pulled that off, took a picture of the wires, got everything good, do everything, let the paint dry. But remember when I did my blinds, how they just like beat a hole in the sill because they built it crooked?
I don't remember that, but oh my God.
Okay. We changed the blinds and we couldn't get this one side to fit in.
Okay.
But they were right. We measured everything, and if you like stand back and just like look at it, what the sides come up like this, and then this one just like tails
Oh,
in.
that's so annoying. I
It's
swear
fucking
to
crooked.
God, every single house, like, you think you have faith in a
You
builder.
shouldn't. You
Like,
should never.
if you just look at a house for longer than 30 minutes, you start to see, like, oh, this room is just square. Like,
Yeah.
nothing's right. The people who built homes were guessing, especially the ones who built the homes in the 70s. I swear to God. They
Oh
were
yeah.
just like, what if we did nothing with a measuring tape? What if we made studs every 16
I'm
to
just
24
feeling it
inches?
with love, dude.
Yes.
This room feels loved right now. I'm good. I'm good
It's
with it.
it's great.
Yeah.
God bless the
So
homemakers.
when we did those blinds, it turns out, of course it couldn't fit because it was crooked. So they just like beat it through the sheetrock and got
Jesus.
it in there. So there's just like a giant dent in the top of the windowsill up there, right?
Fun.
So that was whatever. When we popped the thing off for the thermostat, there's just another fucking hole in the wall.
Oh my God.
Like, like there's where the plate was, the 2 screws holding it. You take them off, and then like right in the middle, there's like just like maybe like 2 fingers. It's just like a 5-inch, 2-finger width hole, just like a square rectangular hole, just like pressed into the sheetrock there.
I love that.
So I was like, well, we can never put a screw on the bottom because it will never reach anywhere. This is fantastic.
Oh my God.
So then, okay, so the screws for that were on the left and right, but the nest is going to go top and bottom, and
Okay.
the wires going in go in that hole and then go up. So it's
Nice.
like, what if I screw into the wires because I got to go top and bottom? These go up. I don't trust this.
No.
But so I did it. I got everything in there, and I had the 1 screw. And I was like, whatever. Hook everything up. I'm doing the app thing, and it goes, yeah, there's no power.
Oh my God.
And I was like, what do you fucking mean there's no power? Like, what do you mean? Like, I purposefully cooled the house, like, really low so that I had time to do this.
Yeah.
And then this would start to run again. No power. Take everything apart. Do it again. No power. And I was watching more videos and I'm like, okay, I mean, nobody said that. Should I have flipped the power beforehand?
Like flip off the breaker to install it?
Yeah,
You should always do that,
you
right?
should always do that.
Yeah, because you're going to hurt yourself.
You won't hurt yourself, but that's what happened.
Okay.
So basically, I blew a fuse somewhere and it was never going to work. So we went without AC the rest of that night.
Oh my God.
And I'd even hooked up the old one again and it didn't come on. So I was like, well, that's fuck. It's 3 a.m. and I want to go to bed. So I just went to bed.
Cool.
With nothing there. And so I was like, well, I really don't know where to look. So we wound up calling people out. And this guy comes out and he was all like, you want to come with me? And I was like, okay, cool.
Where?
Like up in the attic and stuff to like see the air handler and stuff. And like, so it's like, he's like, yeah, I need to get up there. So I move all the stuff around. And he goes, you want to come? And I was like,
field trip.
Yeah.
I sure do, like, Miss Frizzle.
Like run up there and he's just like teaching me his job. And I was like, cool, I'll never need to call you again. But it's just like telling me all about this stuff. And
educating the youths.
I mean, for real, the solution was in his like breast pocket. I mean, it was literally just a fuse that's like this big. He just had to pull one, plug it in. It was all fixed. We set it up. And then we just got the longest fucking screw of all time.
Nice.
And did screw in the bottom.
Did you show him the hole? And was he like...
Yeah, he goes, the fuck happened here? And I was all like, dude, you should have seen the blinds. And he's like, new homes.
Gotta love them.
But so we did that. But now the top screw, because I did a shorter one, it's kind of loose. So the thing's a little wonky.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit. I'm just never going to touch it. So we got it all put in. And of course, I'm just talking to people. So I was all like, got other jobs after this? And he's like, yeah, man, they don't really tell us until like after we're done with the current one. So I don't know. Okay. I'm like hoping to go see my wife today, but I guess I won't know till I'm done here. Like I can't even plan out my day.
What?
And I was like, yeah, that's sad. That's kind of crazy. And then I was all like, what got you into HVAC stuff? And he's like, oh, I used to manage a Walmart. Like I ran the whole thing. And then I saw people come in working on like the chillers and stuff. And I was like, that seems fun. I took courses and now I fucking do this.
Okay.
Why would you do that? Why would you leave? You own
white collar.
Yeah.
Like blue collar. Yeah, that's super weird.
But interesting, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, bet you see some wild shit. And he was all like, bro, I could tell you things. And I was like, will you tell me things? And he goes, I'll tell you some things. He was like, the worst ever. And I've never thought about this. It was horrible. I'm going to maybe trigger warning. It's a little gross.
Okay.
But he was like, yeah, you know, you think doing ACs is like pretty fun. And like the bad part is the attic because it's always like way hotter up here. And he's like, but you never really think about going into maybe like a hoarder's house.
Oh, no.
30 dogs, 30 cats.
No.
Making a mess everywhere. And then all that air, all that stinky air funnels up into the air handler up in the attic and it bakes. No. And then you got to go in the attic. So not only was it there, now it's up there, but 200 degrees smellier. And I was like, oh my God. He's like, yeah, that was a fun one. That was a fun one. It's like, I've never thought of that.
That's
horrible.
Yeah, that's not a way to, I wouldn't want to do that.
And you owned a Walmart.
Yeah.
But you did that now, you know?
I wonder what makes people switch like that, you know?
The lives that people have are so varied.
I know.
That's why I can't help but just ask you so many questions as a person that encounters that I run across in my life.
Yeah.
Plus, you have to be around me for at least 30 minutes to do the job you're doing. So it's like, I'm gonna fucking grill your life now. You
Yeah,
know.
just follow him around and ask questions. It's free podcast guest.
So he was telling me about that, and then he told me some other story, but that one wasn't as wild. But I was just like, I'm just really stuck on this like smelly baked air up there. I was like, that's nasty.
Yeah.
And then he just like taught me all kinds of shit and was like, oh yeah, here's how this works. Here's how that works. Make sure you do this in the winter, do this in the summer, blah, blah, blah. And he was just like telling me all this shit. And I'm like, aren't these like your trade secrets? Like, I won't need you if you just tell me all this stuff. And he's all like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's fine. One house. I always like, I see stuff on TikTok and just the various YouTube rabbit holes I get down where people are like, here's the list of things you should be doing as a homeowner. And it's shit I've never even thought to do.
It's never ending.
No, it's just like random stuff you have to clean. Like open this weird hatch you didn't know existed and blow it out with a specific tool you have to buy every 3 months, or your house might catch on fire. Like there's just stuff you have to do. And I say have to, like there's some things things that I haven't done. People are like, yeah, you should be emptying your water heater every 6 months, flush it out and shit.
I did get that one, and I was like, ooh, I should probably do that.
I never touched my water heater in the 10 years I lived in my last home. Like, I'm probably not going to touch it in this home. Maybe I'll die to it. I don't know. It's just a thing I don't ever think about.
Like now I'm curious because I probably sent that one to you because I watched one and it like blew my mind, and I was like, should I really be worried about this right now?
Oh, there needs to be an app of stuff like it should be
a monthly checklist.
Yeah, it should like guide you through, like ask you a bunch of questions about your home. Like, was your home built in this year? Because I might have this type of stuff. Like, do you have an AC? Do you have water heater? Is it electric? Is it gas? Do you have an attic? Do you have a basement? Just ask you a shitload of questions about your home. And then it comes up with a list of stuff that you're supposed to do based on your appliances and how your home was built. And then it would just deliver it to you on a calendar schedule.
Shut up. That's such a good idea.
I want this app. Like, I want this.
That's such a good idea. We're giving away another secret that someone else is going to make billions on.
How are we going to make an app like that?
I don't know, but we need to get somebody to do it.
Yeah, it's a good idea, right? Like,
that's a great idea. Yeah.
Just have a homeowner's checklist of stuff that you're supposed to do. And like, just have it, schedule it in your calendar and give you fucking how-to videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be very cool.
I mean, because last night, I mean, you've done this stuff, but like we had bought toilet seats last night.
Yes.
And I did stuff and was like, it's 10 o'clock, time for toilet seats. So I changed all the toilet seats last night.
Awesome.
I was like, yeah, let's do it. Woo! Ratcheting. You know.
What were you on last night?
I did a bunch of stuff. Oh, like, okay, I've been wanting those for a while, and we finally got them because I fucking hate slamming toilet seats.
Yes. Oh my God, the soft close, it's a game changer.
Fucking slam a toilet seat, I'm mad at you.
Yes.
Like, it's a personal affront on my soul, and I feel like you don't like me.
I hate that noise, just the like clap. It's so loud and echoes so hard off all the bathroom walls.
Oh, I know. So yeah, we got soft closes.
Awesome.
And I was like, kind of like, okay, so in a pre-ramble that we had done, we had talked about unpacking and stuff, and it's like, if you don't do it, they just sit there, and then you go like, I'm gonna put these toilet seats on one day.
Yes.
But then you don't. And then you're like, I'm gonna put them on today, but then you don't. So I was like, I have energy to do it right now. I'm gonna fucking get them done.
Ride the high while you have it.
And I was satisfied, and life was good.
Good.
You know? But so with the Nest now, I know you don't touch the R and the C wire. Don't do that.
Okay.
It's your common wire and your power wire. And when they touch, it's imperceptible, I was told.
Okay.
You literally would never know. Except that when you plug it in, it says no power. Like there's no like psh, like the audible pop like your breaker flips, you know?
The skeleton isn't visible through you for a moment as you touch them.
You would never know. It literally is just like so tiny, like maybe the tiniest spark ever would occur, but you'd never know. And I blew a fuse that was all the way up in the attic that you have to take the air handler apart to even get to.
Amazing.
I wouldn't have fucking known that.
No.
And I'm just sitting here like, cool. Out of all the shit my dad has taught me about AC stuff, that's the one thing that, because the guy was like, your dad did HVAC stuff, you said, and he didn't teach you this. I was like, yeah, the one useful thing, I guess. I was like, because now I got to call you out here. So he did that. I gave him a couple Gatorades and we moved on.
There you go.
But the Nest is pretty nice, I must say.
Good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
I really want to see like a month later and see if like shit goes down, because I think in the time we've had it for like 3 days, I notice a big difference.
Good.
And I think everybody should get a Nest 4th generation by Google. Definitely not sponsored.
Just passionate.
But very passionate. But it's pretty cool, and I like it. I think I already love the Nest thing, but this one, you know, I told you I saw that video and I was like really curious about it.
Yeah.
I like it. It's pretty neat. But also make sure your house isn't a pile of shit before you go plugging shit in, because all houses are a pile of shit. They have holes everywhere that you don't even know are there.
Honestly.
So part of what we were doing that took away from watching or from doing the Nest and then the toilet seats. We were bored. We wanted to watch movies. Taylor wouldn't pick anything, and I just saw a movie, and I was like, you know what? I haven't seen that movie in a minute. We're watching Spy Kids.
Hell yeah.
So I watched Spy Kids. Spy Kids, great movie. Fucking.
It is a really good movie.
Super good movie.
I don't think I've seen it as an adult, but I remember immensely enjoying it as a kid. And I know that there's like
it is
layers to that movie.
So ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like, it is bonkers, that movie.
Yeah.
It is so slapstick in a way.
I'm gonna look at the cast for fucking Spy Kids.
You should, because we're gonna talk about that a little bit.
Excellent.
Because it is made by Robert Rodriguez.
Yes.
Which is the Grindhouse Planet Terror guy. Cherry Darling with the machine gun leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he makes fucking Spy Kids.
So and he puts Machete in Spy Kids.
So there's a huge debate on whether or not Spy Kids and the Machete movies are within the same universe.
Oh, they are. Yeah, fully.
He won't say so, but Danny Trejo was like, this is what he does in his off time from hanging out with the kids. And he's like doing Machete stuff.
Like, if you look up the cast of Spy Kids, like, I knew this was a thing.
His name is Machete.
Yeah, his name is Machete. Like, it's just there.
Dude, this is like Primal. Remember when we were watching Primal and I was like, look, he put these bats in Hotel Transylvania 2 like 3 years before.
Yeah.
Like, it's lived in his brain. Like, Machete as a character must have lived in his brain back in 1999 when Spy Kids was coming out.
I feel like Machete lives in all of our brains at all times. And he's just waiting in the wings for his turn.
So then Taylor goes, well, you've seen the next two, right?
Oh my
God.
I
go, no, I don't think I have. So we watched 2 and 3 the next day.
All right.
The opening 5 minutes of Spy Kids 2 has all the absurdity of part 1 crammed into that 5 minutes.
Oh my God.
That movie is so ridiculous. Off the bat.
I have to look at a picture of Alan Cumming as Floop, because he's all I remember. Him and Tony Shalhoub's like weird head.
There you go, Floop, right? You do the F. Yeah. Oh, it's so hard for me to do. I can't
get backwards. Wait, there we go. I feel like I'm.
Wait a minute. Nope. Wait. I can do it with this one. I can't do it with this one. Floop. No, wait. This one was the right one. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
It's hard to do it because we're in a mirror.
But then that guy just straight up does it, like in the trailer. He's just like, Floop. And he just like does it. You know? I don't know how he does that.
I love this movie.
Anyway, have you seen 2 or 3?
No.
Neither had I. 2, still Robert Rodriguez. Same cast of people. They're in it too. Like, Shalhoub and what's his face?
Alan Cumming.
They're in it.
Really?
Like, it legit carries the story on. And then the third one has people from 1 and 2 in it. Like, it's a
Oh
cold.
my god!
I was like, I didn't realize this was such a rich trilogy of
Tapestry.
movies. And 2 was good. 2 was okay. That had Steve Buscemi in it.
God, I remember having a weird
I love him.
crush on Alan Cumming as a kid after this role, and it just tells so many
really?
things about who I am as a person.
I thought you were gonna say after him as Nightcrawler in X-Men 2.
Was he Nightcrawler?
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm watching a Floop video right now, and it is sending me to a different realm. I forgot how fucking weird these movies were.
You need to watch part 2 then, because he has this like psychedelic song about who, where, when, what, and he's just like in the camera, like whispering these so tenderly to you. I was all like, this is really weird and sensual.
Close this down because I can't look at that anymore.
And fucking Shalhoub, whatever, he's in it with the fucking head in 2 and 3. You're telling me they kept that like headpiece and they were like, we'll see you in 3 years when we put it on again.
God.
But like, they were really good as a trilogy. I was kind of surprised, and I'd never seen them. And 3 is a video game movie.
Really?
It's like Wreck-It Ralph before that was a thing.
What? So does it make like a complete arc? Like 1, 2, and 3, they tell a whole story?
Actually, kind of, yeah.
All right.
Okay, so Spy Kids 1, they find out their parents are spies, and then they become spies, right?
Yeah.
2 is there's now like another brother-sister duo that like are in competition with them.
Fun.
And the main kid from the Spy Kids family by the end realizes, I don't want to do spy work. So in part 3, it's him not wanting anything to do with that life, but getting drugged back in, you know?
All right.
Because his sister goes into and Sylvester Stallone's in the third one.
What?
As the bad guy. And George Clooney plays the president, who is secretly Sylvester Stallone. So there's a moment that George Clooney slips into a Sylvester Stallone accent, and it was hilarious.
I feel like these movies are so much fun to be a part of. Like, they were just having a good time on set, you know?
Like, so also what I like about them is they all end with bloopers.
Oh, amazing.
Bloopers
I love
are the
bloopers.
fucking best during end credits. Every film should end with bloopers.
I know,
regardless of the
era. Every single movie, whether it's a tearjerker, whether it's like a documentary, I don't care. Like, show me the bloopers.
Yeah. So they do a blooper of George Clooney just flat out when he filmed the scene where he's like slowly slipping into Sylvester Stallone, and he's like, I'm the president. I'm the one who's gonna do this. And he's just like doing the lip, and then he just busts out laughing and goes, that's gonna end my career right here. And I was like, these are fun. And I was like, what a cool guy. Plus it's Robert Rodriguez. He's like from here. He's like from Dallas. The movies were filmed in Arlington.
That's incredible.
Like it's like Arlington, Austin, and then like a little bit somewhere for like the green screen stuff. Right?
Yeah.
But they're all filmed here as well. And man, Antonio Banderas is kind of one of the great comedy actors that doesn't get to do that shit. Because him in those movies, super funny every single time. He's so good.
He is such a multifaceted actor, and he just gets slated with that like romantic heartthrob, you know?
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
you gotta hand it to the guy, of course. He's gonna get those roles, but like he has comedy chops, and I wish he could use them.
Absolutely. That's what I think Puss in Boots is for him.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
But like he only gets to do it vocally, you know?
Yeah.
But like half the time while watching this, I was like, that's just Puss in Boots. Like Puss in Boots would do that right there.
Nice.
You know? Spy Kids trilogy is legit. I've never seen them until just now. I've only seen the first one like a billion times because who didn't? Who's our age? You know?
Yeah.
Who knew how good those movies were? And the third, oh yeah, so the third one is a guy. So Sylvester Stallone's the toy maker.
Okay.
And he creates a game that it's kind of like Ready Player One. You go like virtual reality into the world. But if you lose your lives there, like you just get kicked out and you don't die, but you can't play it again.
Okay.
So like everyone's trying to beat the 5th level to get some unclaimed prize or something. But it turns out when you get to the 5th level, you just get stuck in the game forever. So that's the shitty part.
That's scary.
But so the guy's sister, the like main kid, his sister was doing a mission in there, got trapped, so he has to go into the game and do all this stuff. And I was like, of course, there's like the mega race or some like crazy deadly race.
Yeah.
Ready Player One. Like I'm wondering if Ready Player One took a lot of stuff from Spy Kids 3.
Maybe it was like a Spy Kids super fan when he was a child and then grew up to write that.
When did that book come out? When did the book for Ready Player One come out?
I feel like it was like 2012. When did the movie come out?
2018.
2018. Wow.
And the book came out 2011.
Oh.
And guess when Spy Kids 3D came out?
When?
2003. He legit stole it from Spy Kids. So much of the stuff from that movie is in Spy Kids 3. Just minus like the absolute wild number of cameos.
That's so funny.
And Elijah Wood is in Spy Kids 3. And it was weird.
That is weird. I swear it's just a grab bag of random Hollywood actors that are just like, I don't have anything going on right now. So
I wonder if Robert Rodriguez is just like, dude, it's just funny. And they're like,
yeah,
I just want to have fun for a little bit. And they just come have fun.
I hope that Hollywood has those kinds of actors in movies, you know, like a director who's just like, yeah, I'm making something a little bit funny. Do you want to be a part of something just a little goofy?
Because like Sylvester Stallone was like him. He was like himself, like an army sergeant type version, like a namaste, like hippie type version, and then like a nerdy scientist one. And him as the nerdy one is nuts. He's like, well, sir, and he's doing the voice and everything. I was like, what a great... I love the third one. 3D was... Oh, dude. And it was 3D, right?
Yeah.
Having watched it now, I bet that would be the greatest 3D movie I would have ever seen in my life. The way they did 3D was amazing. But of course, I'm not watching it in 3D, so it's got the dumb effects.
Whoa.
Like this and stuff. But the way they do it was so much cooler, and it didn't feel so like, whoa, I'm dropping these acorns in your face or whatever, you know?
Okay.
It was a good movie. 2 was good, but I did kind of get a little bored by the end. Spy Kids 3D was legit, though. Plus, it's a game movie, so it's pretty cool. But who knew Spy Kids, of all things, at 35 years old, I'd be like, these movies rule! They're all on HBO Max, by the way. So if you guys want to watch them, go check them out. They're pretty legit.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
So anyway, that's what I did in between waiting to put the nest in, and then got pissed off and then went and watched more Spy Kids.
What a good
So there
day.
you go. But yeah, that's all I really did with that. I'm going to take a quick break, and I can just bask in this glorious, cool air that I have right now.
Yeah, I'm going to think about Floop.
All right, let's do that real quick.
Oh, you think you know what happened to me? Look, I'm back, and I'm about to unearth all the secrets in Old Cove. So do a little refresher on Season 1 and get caught up before Season 2 arrives. Trust and believe. You don't want to miss what's coming.
Welcome to Severed, a podcast suite that offers a rotation of content centered around true crime to paranormal cases. Severed True Crime covers high to low profile true crime cases like the Westfield Watcher, The Staircase, The Keepers, and other binge-worthy favorites on Netflix. Severed Paranormal peers into the corner-moon windows of the Amityville Horror House, the Conjuring House, and other mysterious cases, locations, and urban legends.
I'm Harry Chambers.
And I'm Drew Hudson. We want you along for this investigative and haunting roundup. Scare you soon.
All right, guys, if you are enjoying this show, but you need a little bit more YMBToAP in your life, don't forget you can go over and get hours and hours and hours up to, I'm pretty sure we calculated it's almost a day.
Over a day.
Over a day. Yeah, it's like a day's worth of content.
It might be a week, honestly, if you combine all the video and the audio.
We might have to we might need to do a spreadsheet. We love
I'd like to
spreadsheets.
count it.
We would like to do a spreadsheet and give you a running total of how much binge clock. We're going to binge clock ourselves a YMBToAP number. We'll get you guys
yes.
but you can get all that stuff by going over to patreon.com/YMBToAP, which stands for, of course, you must be thinking of another podcast. You can sign up to be a patron for the low price of $2. Get into the secret Discord and chat with us all the time. Go up to $5. Get a pre-ramble show, which is a little mini show we do before this one. So you'd get both of those. Or go up to $10 a month and you get a monthly Zeitgeist media review where we do a deep dive into a movie, a TV show, a bundle of movies. Like we do themes sometimes. Like we just do a little bit more of a deep dive into a topic solely on that one thing. You get all of that, all the above for $10. Go check out our website. Go check out Redbubble. Get you some merch. Get some of these cool little things as a sticker, as a pin, as a shirt. Put it on like a tote bag. You can get all kinds of stuff over there. So go on over and check that out. And again, thank you to all of our supporters, whether you're just listening every week or whether you give to the Patreon. We love you guys so much. We cannot wait to keep making this awesome content for you. So why don't we get you on back to that regularly scheduled content?
Let's do it. And I want to spread the good word of PT.
Okay.
So we talked about this a little bit in Friday Roundup, but I forgot to mention, it reminded me because you were talking about Spy Kids.
Okay.
So PT, the playable trailer, playable teaser for Silent Hills is available now on PS5 because it's been recreated through this program called Dreams, which is like a Little Big Planet-esque movie or video game maker.
Yeah.
So what they've also done with this version of PT is they have enabled virtual reality. So you can play it in
don't like that.
which is so gross.
No.
You don't want to hear Lisa just breathing behind you and physically turn around to see her.
I already played it in surround sound. I could hear her little footsteps of her little clickety clacks behind me.
I hate it so much.
Hated that. I don't want to do it in VR.
Yeah. So
could you imagine? I don't think I ever played it in headphones. Before.
Really?
No, fuck that.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that either. It sounds like a bad time. A really good time if you're by yourself and you want to scare the little pants off of you, but not for me.
Yeah, so you told us about that. I did just download Dreams. I will be downloading that, I guess, what do you call it, that pack? I don't know what you call it.
I don't know how it works.
I'm going to download that level, whatever it is, and I'm definitely going to try it out because I honestly have been a little jonesing for some PT lately.
You'll have to pop in Discord and tell people what you think of it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to play it like 5 times, and then I'll let you know.
Good. All right.
But yeah, got to do that.
On that. I do want to tell you about preaching the good word of Beach Day. So I've talked about this before, I think on show or as a pre-ramble maybe. I've got a Baskin Robbins like a quarter mile up the street from me.
Okay.
And
that's the 32 flavor people, right?
31 flavors. Thank you very much.
See, I was close. I was
never into Baskin Robbins. Like, I don't know. It struck me as just like, they're kind of the plain vanilla company. Like you can get the standard flavors, but
I've not really been there a lot, honestly.
Yeah, but like having an ice cream place directly up the street from us, I was like, we may as well try it. What if it's good? Well, yeah. And it is really good. So there is like a rotating suite of random flavors that they'll do. They have way more than 31 flavors, I feel like, because if you go to their website and just fucking look at any of them, there's a billion. But so they have these rotating flavors that come in and out based on like the time of year and stuff.
Okay.
There's this one called Beach Day, and I feel like our local Baskin Robbins probably doesn't like us very much right now because we've been asking for it to come back because Richard got it in a cone. It's like this like
Okay.
blue ice cream, which I was like, that doesn't look.
Yeah, it's on the site.
Yeah. So it's a summer flavor, which I'm like, we're at the dying days. We're past summer now. It's past the fall equinox.
Okay.
For fall flavors. So we thought Beach Day was dead and gone. So it's this like bright blue ice cream, and it has these like sandy swirls and like chocolate rolls and stuff in it.
I'll pull it up for everybody here.
Pull it up because it just looks.
Because I'm looking at it.
Look at it.
So explain this to me. So what is the blue?
So the blue is a salted vanilla flavor, which I was like, I can get behind that. And then the sand swirls, it's like crumbled up graham cracker, but like also
okay.
Yeah, but like it's in a paste form, so it's gritty like graham crackers, but it's like also pasty like peanut butter.
Okay.
It just tastes it's like what if they made graham crackers into cookie butter, but like chunky cookie butter. It's so good. I can't even describe. So, and then it has like the little chocolate, like milk chocolate, caramel turtles. And
I was about to say, because this has like a shell on it. It's got like this little design and pattern.
Is it toidle? And then the green stuff is little flecks of frosting.
That's an interesting flavor. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, it's definitely too sweet for me. I'm not gonna have a whole cone of it, but Richard got it, and he let me have a bite, and I was like, this is the best ice cream I've ever had in my whole life. And so we went back like the next week, and we're planning on both getting like a cone of Beach Day, and they didn't have it anymore, and we were both like, where's Beach Day? And they're like, well, it's a sometimes flavor, so we don't always have it.
It's not here.
And I was like, do you have it in the back or anything? Like, is there extra Beach Day that's hiding somewhere? Could you make a quick batch for it? They're like, we don't have it. We'll have it again in the future. So
in the future.
Yeah, like no telling when. So we kind of gave up hope for it. I was like, yeah, it's a summer flavor. We'll be back next summer. And then my mom and my sister were in town last weekend, so we took them for ice cream up at the Baskin Robbins. And I walk in there and I see the blue container from across the store. And I turn around to Richard and I'm like, it's motherfucking Beach Day. And everybody in the store looks at me because of course they do.
Because you just yelled motherfucking in a small town, Baskin Robbins.
I can't be taken in public. And even my mom and my sister, they were like, what's wrong with you? And I was like, this is the best ice cream you'll ever have in your life. And so you can get like pre-packed quarts of ice cream. Like they have a shelf where you can like go and get some. And so we like rummaged through there, and they didn't have any pre-packed ones. So we go up to the counter and we're like, can you pack us a couple of quarts of Beach Day to take home? And they're like, yeah, we can, because I think we're now the Beach Day couple. Like I think they just
Is it like the same two kids like Stranger Things? Like there's only the two of them that work at like whatever Ahoy or whatever. Like it's the same two tiny high school kids, and like, fuck, dude. That lady's like, back.
Yeah, there's two high school kids and then like one super old lady, and I felt bad because it was the old lady working, and she has to like get a fucking step stool to reach down and scoop these quarts.
These things weigh so much.
I know. Richard was literally like, I'm so sorry to ask this of you, but can we get 2 quarts of Beach Day?
Oh my God.
But we have our Beach Day in the freezer now, and we're happy. And I hope it's there for a longer time. I feel like if there's the demand, there could be
looking at the flavor of the month right now.
What is it?
Oreo monkey business, dude.
Is that like banana flavored ice cream?
It doesn't. Yep.
Oh my God.
Banana ice cream with Oreo cookie pieces and peanut butter swirls.
I really shouldn't be eating as much ice cream as I'm eating. I'm eating way too much.
Should. Ice cream is a daily, nightly occurrence in my life, at least.
I fucking love ice cream. I didn't realize
I eat ice cream every day.
I didn't realize how much I love it. Like
it's great.
It is the dessert. It is the dessert. I have been looking at the Ninja Creamy, and I know that if I get that, I will go into cardiac arrest with the amount of ice cream. Yeah, the Ninja Creamy.
I'm about to find it.
It's not a flavor. It's an appliance that you can purchase for your home.
Oh, and make you some.
Make you some ice cream.
I don't want to make it. I just
What's the Cookie Monster ice cream? It's the same color as Beach Day.
The Cookie Monster?
The Cookie
Let's see.
Monster.
So this one is sweet cream ice cream stuffed with chocolate sandwich cookie pieces, chocolate chip cookie pieces, and cookie dough batter flavored swirls.
So why are these ones chocolate sandwich cookies and the other ones were definitely Oreo cookies?
Yeah. Is it like Chipwiches? We're saying like that kind of cookie thing?
But it had like Oreo looking chunks in it. By the way, I tried the Coke flavored Oreos.
No.
Yeah, them shits is good.
I don't believe that. A Coke flavored Oreo.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to be anything. Like I was like, I'm gonna get these just because of the novelty, and it's probably gonna just taste like regular Oreos. And I opened the thing, and they smell of Coca-Cola. Like the miasma of Coca-Cola just hits me in the face, and I was like, okay. And then you eat one. They have Pop Rocks in the cream of the Oreo, so it like fizzes. I
don't like that either.
Down. And it like the cookies are crunchier than normal, so it like adds to the like the crunchiness of the Coke. You know, it was good, man. I'm as shocked as you are, but it made my day.
But see, I can't eat those. Never work for me because I don't eat Oreos. Just a bite like that.
Yeah, I don't usually.
So those special ones won't work for me.
I thought that it was going to be a weird experience, being that you like kind of have to experience it as an entire cookie rather than like splitting and licking and what have you. But it's kind of changed my opinion on the combination, because I've seen like the Oreo Coke everyone has been purchasing and drinking, but I haven't. I had no desire to have the Oreo Coke. I had a mild desire for the Oreos. The Coke Oreo.
Might have to try both just because that's something we do is just try stuff.
Yeah.
Might as well try them.
The Oreo cold brew, that flavor is delicious. I want ice cream so bad right now.
I have a question though. This sucks for all you people that are just listening, but if you're watching, you know that no food is real food in advertising. What the fuck are these?
I know.
This cannot be real scoops of ice cream.
Unless they scooped it and took the photo immediately and there was one photo.
Or the room is like -10 degrees so they can scoop it and plop it and it's just not going to change.
Yeah.
You know? Because these are, look, there's nothing. They're so
perfect. And the fact that each one of them is a different shape, you know, it's like actually been scooped out of something. So there is scoop happening.
This is pissing me off at how good these look. Look at that. Just come on. The texture. I won't. The tropical ticket. That's brand new. Look at this guy.
Wild and reckless. Their world-class chocolate is so good. That picture doesn't even do it justice because it has like ripples of chocolate in it too.
I don't even know where one is. I think I know where a Baskin Robbins is close by.
There used to be one in the mall.
Close-ish by. But like I've just never been there.
Yeah, I've never had the desire to go. I was just like, it's regular ice cream.
But like, I never had Ben and Jerry's for a long time either. I was a Bluebell person.
Ben and Jerry's. Yeah, Ben and Jerry's for me
is fine, man.
It's been my like my go-to. Fish food is my favorite ice cream. And then like this Beach Day comes along and absolutely snatches the crown.
I mean, Chunky Monkey is pretty legit. I do like me some Chunky Monkey. But you're just gonna say it's better than Bluebell? Nah.
Yeah. I don't like Bluebell ice cream. It's a bold statement, I know.
It's pretty good. I do prefer Brahms though.
I'm a Dreyer's ice cream kind of person.
Dreyer's.
Yeah, it's like
that's the good one. Breyers is the bad one, right?
I thought they were like both the same, but just regionally different.
No, one is like the real, and one is like the imitation.
A knockoff? Oh, what? I have to find out which one I like then. The one I like is called French Silk. That was my favorite ice cream for a time.
Dreyer's French Silk. Okay. Dreyer's. Okay. Dreyer's is the good.
Okay.
Breyers is the bad.
Okay.
And it even sounds weird. Breyers.
Oh.
Yeah. Breyers is the.
I've seen those before. It's like I see those only in Kroger, I feel.
Yeah. Like, that's not the good one.
Has a leaf on it. How could you go wrong?
Because it's probably organic ice cream. That's horrible. I know it's not, but you know what I have not had though?
What have you not had?
Tillamook ice
Oh,
cream. I would
bruh.
love to do that.
Tillamook is good. They do something to their cows. I don't know what, but they're just like, what if you guys could produce the richest cream available?
What was the other one? What's the other like ice cream? It's like super fancy. What am I thinking of?
Talenti?
No,
Do you like Talenti? I like Talenti. It's
I
like
don't.
more gelato than ice cream, though.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think I've ever had it.
It comes in like a clear jar, which is very appealing because you get to see all the
Yeah, I
layers
know.
because they layer it up like that, like a sundae.
I have not had that one. Who am I thinking of? It's just like not here.
Van Leeuwen's?
No.
They have like the weird flavors. I had a good one from Van Leeuwen's. I think it was.
I don't eat a lot of various brands. Like I'm not just gonna be like, I'm gonna try that brand. I'm like, no, I want this one.
I always try brands. Like every new brand I see, I'm like, I haven't had that one.
Haagen-Dazs. That's pretty good.
Haagen-Dazs.
That's pretty good.
They're okay.
But I'm not gonna buy it over Bluebell.
Haagen-Dazs and Bluebell are on par for me. I don't know.
Ice cream's just good, man.
Having like grown up in the cradle of
Damn it.
Bluebell, I just feel like, do you want ice cream right now?
Oh, yeah, and Brahms is closed now.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like 3 minutes too late now. But that's okay because I have ice cream in the freezer. We have because here's the weird thing. No, wait, we got the natural vanilla bean Bluebell.
Okay.
Fucking way better than any vanilla I've had from them before. That shit was good.
Vanilla bean is built different.
Oh yeah. And then we were watching something about vanilla ice cream and how like, you know, sometimes you'll get vanilla, but it's like a yellow color.
Yeah.
That's not good. And I'm like,
No.
my vanilla was always kind of yellow.
Yeah, that's
So
like
I'm
the
guessing that's
Bluebell
bad.
vanilla. I feel like
Well,
that's
I think
vanilla
that's the
extract.
French vanilla. Yeah. It's like something different that it
Yeah.
doesn't break down as much.
What makes vanilla French vanilla? I've always wondered because it tastes different and worse.
Yeah. What makes French vanilla ice cream different?
Yeah, here we go.
French ice cream is made with eggs, so it is thick and custardy, it says. But that's
I don't
not
believe
French
that.
vanilla.
Yeah.
What makes French vanilla different? It's got egg yolks. That's what it says.
So they just like add the essence of egg.
The main difference between vanilla and French vanilla is the addition of egg yolks in French vanilla ice cream.
I guess that's what makes it yellow.
This gives it a richer, creamier texture and more complex vanilla
It isn't.
flavor.
It's just worse. Vanilla beans where it's at. When you get the little, like you can see the flecks of vanilla.
Legit, man. It was pretty good.
Delightful.
Yeah, because we made peach cobbler and got some of that. It was good. That's pretty good shit.
I'll never choose just plain vanilla ice cream over anything else, though. That's my last ditch.
You know what I will always choose, though?
What?
Plain chocolate ice cream.
See,
All the time.
I think
No flavors for me. I'm good.
plain chocolate's fine, but like I'm not gonna waste the ice cream experience on plain chocolate if something
I
more
will
complex is available.
No, I want chocolate. Chocolate ice cream. I will rank. It's like when I go to a Mexican place. If your rice and beans are bad, but
Mhm.
everything else is great, I fucking hate that place.
Yeah,
If your chocolate's bad, I don't care what is good there. Your place sucks, dude. I'll never be back. Your chocolate has... Because remember, we used to go to Prosciutto all the time.
yes,
And I only ever got chocolate.
that's true.
That's all I ever fucking got. And the guy would be like, you can pick 2 other flavors, my guy. And I'd be like, another chocolate. Ooh, and what about another chocolate? That guy hated me.
Bring him to tears with your lack of adventurousness.
So, yeah, can I get 3 chocolates and a Dublin Dr. Pepper, please? Every time. It was the same order. I know.
God.
But anyway, I will have to find me a Baskin Robbins and see if I can try a beach day. You know what? While I get set up for the next little story for you, I'm going to see if I can find a locator. Shouldn't there be? Yeah, find a shop.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to find a shop. There is one literally down the street, buddy.
Hell yeah. Where?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so if I'm right here, it's like, it says it's in McKinney,
Okay.
but it's like maybe 20 minutes. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's not horrible. Okay. I
If
might
you're
have to try
listening
that.
to this episode in a place where you can't immediately access ice cream, I'm so sorry.
But they close at 10.
Ah.
Okay. Before we get to the next thing.
Uh-huh.
Late night ice cream.
Yes.
Why is that not a thing?
I don't know. It's impossible
You can
to
get
find.
fucking Tiff's treats, Crumble. You can get late night cookies
Yeah.
all day. But you can't get late night ice cream. The best is Andy's. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're open till 11.
But
That's
just
not even late
11?
enough.
I crave ice cream at midnight. Give me a
That's
midnight
when I fucking
creamery.
want it.
You can call
And
it the midnight
Andy's
creamery.
is meh.
I love Andy's.
It's way too expensive for what it
It's
is.
extremely expensive. It's like $8.
Which makes the flavor horrible.
But that James Brown jackhammer, bro,
It is not worth that price though.
it's funky delicious.
Now I have caved and been like, it's the only thing there is, and I've gone for it. But
Yeah.
like, I literally am filled with regret every time they say the price, and I
I
go,
know. Like we get 2 things and it's like $18.
I'm like, do I really want this? Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
give them, I give 'em money, and then I cry into it as I eat.
That's
But,
a good thing. You can eat your feelings immediately afterward.
That's true. I like the strawberry jackhammer thing. Strawberry and Oreos.
Ooh.
That's a good one. Okay. But anyway, I don't think this has to be such a trigger warning. I just wanted to tell you about my horrible time getting my blood drawn.
Okay.
It's
Why
not
is it
even that
horrible?
horrible. I'll tell you. So, at my job, if you get a physical, you get like an incentive. There's an incentive for you to stay healthy, right? So if you get a physical, they give you money,
Yes.
right? And I was like, cool, I want the money, right? So I went to do it, and I got Taylor in on my stuff already. So like she could go too.
Yeah.
And then we can both get money.
Heck yes.
And I was like, I could take 2 monies. I'll take 2 monies, And so we go in, and Quest Diagnostics, horribly like convoluted place.
Yeah.
Always way too packed. And nothing's like ever in order when you go.
No, I had to go to Quest once and it was a terrible experience. And I just needed to give pee. And it was so complicated.
It's still horrible, yeah. So I go in to do that. I only have insurance on my phone,
okay.
but it wants to scan it on this computer thing. But I took a picture that's like top and bottom in one picture, but they want you to like put it under this thing, and you can't zoom in and move it because it's 2 pictures. It would be easier if it was 1 picture, but I'm in the line and there's like people behind me, so I don't know what the fuck to do. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. And it won't scan anyway. Like it won't scan my phone. And then I don't know. Finally, I just was all like, I'm done now. And it just went, yeah, okay. You're checked in. It didn't even need it.
Okay, cool.
It just asked for it. And if you said like, I'll do it later, there was like a tiny little button off to the side that was all like, you want to just check in? And I was like, yeah, that one. I was like, okay, you're here. And it was quick, man. Super, super quick. So easy. I walked back there. The lady's all like, empty out your pockets and stand there. And I'm like, whoa, I stand there. She's all like, that's your height. Stand there. That's your weight. Get in the chair. She does a little. I was in there for 2 minutes.
Oh my God.
I mean, like 2 minutes.
I wouldn't even have time to cry.
From the time the door opened, she said my name till she was patting me on the ass to leave. Right? Like, all right, good job, buddy. Be gone. So she does it, and she, like does the thing. It said to drink plenty of water, so I did. And she's like, okay, cool, got your stuff good, does whatever. Takes her one vial, and then I go to leave, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm standing there with my little thing. I'm like, yeah, my arm hurts.
Yeah.
And I walk by, and Taylor's doing hers. I was like, oh, I know that lady. I'll just wait here. So I'm waiting there, and they take 3 vials from Taylor.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I thought one was unusual for you, but usually I think they take 3 or 2 for me.
Yeah. I was like, well, I mean, they took 1. Maybe that's all they needed. They took 3 for her, right? So it's like, whatever. So we get done. We start walking. My phone rings, and I was all like, I don't answer my phone.
Yeah.
And then we're walking, and then it rings again, and I was like, it's the same thing. And it was a verified number. So I was like, let me see what it is. Open it. I'm like, hello. And they're like, are you gone? And I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, are you in your car? No. I need another vial.
Oh my God.
Like, I took 1. I'm going to need another one.
Why?
And I was like, okay. So I turned around and walked back in and made everybody pissed off. Because it's packed with people. There's tons of people there. I come walking back in, and someone's like standing there. He keeps trying to push through and like walk back there anytime somebody comes or goes. And so I walked back in. That lady opened the door, and he tried to get in, and she goes, that guy. And he goes, he's already been here. And so I like walk in, and she sits me back down and goes, where do you want it? Like the same one or this one? And I was like, do the same one. You already messed up this one. Just go ahead and make it worse. Don't mess up both my arms,
same
right?
hole twice?
No. So she's like, well, we'll do. Let me see if I can Google it. It's like,
they do like mid-arm?
Butterfly something.
Oh yeah, butterfly needle. That's what I always ask for the butterfly because it's smaller and you don't feel it as much.
I thought that sucked way more.
Really?
Dude, okay, yeah. So she goes, oh, well, I guess I'm just going to do like a butterfly needle or whatever. And I go, okay, I don't know what that is. So she goes, well, since I already did it, I just got to go right up above because you can't go in the same hole.
Yeah.
But you can go like right above that.
Okay.
Right? So the other one is what I'm used to. It like slides in diagonally. That's like the normal one, right?
Okay.
But the butterfly one, that felt like a thumbtack.
Yeah.
That she just pressed straight in. I hated that.
Okay.
That was the worst thing ever. It was just like, ugh, like right in there. And I was like, oh, that was worse. She goes, I'm sorry. And then she does that. And I'm like, what does that mean, butterfly? And then, Taylor's done vet tech stuff. So she's like, oh, yeah, that's just the small one. And she goes, yeah, you can request that whenever you want. And I was like, no, that shit sucked. I'll never request that. That was the worst thing ever.
I only do the butterfly.
Really?
Yeah. Every time I go, I'm like, I
just
hate
like press it in straight?
Yeah.
No, why?
I feel like that's easier because they don't like fuck around and like, I can't find your vein. Let me go 8 times.
But do you have bad veins?
I don't know. I have bad brain. I know that much.
Because I know that I don't. They never have trouble finding mine. They just go like, oh, yep, there it is. And they do it. And it's easy. Now, Taylor has little tiny hidden ones. So she would probably benefit from the butterfly one. But I'm looking at this picture. And it looks like it takes a lot long because the hose is smaller too.
Yeah.
Which makes me think it would take longer. You're stuck for more time. I'd rather you just like do it and go. Let me be.
I'm going to throw up if this conversation continues much longer.
I know. But anyway, I had to get stuck twice.
That sucks.
And then I had to drive. Because me and Taylor both did it. She wasn't going to drive. So I was just like, this arm just straight. And I'm just like, this is horrible. And then we went to American Cookie.
Hell yeah.
Factory or whatever.
Big ass cookie?
No, I just got one for Taylor.
When they had to do all that testing on me, like back in 2019, remember how my arm was just like fucked up for like a month because they kept having to draw blood? Like I went in and I got blood drawn from here, and then they had to do it again in the other arm. And then when I went in, I was all fucking black and blue because I'd been to so many doctors at that point. And they were like, do you want us to do like anywhere else? I was like, anywhere you can do it is fine. Like at that point I was like, go in my leg. I don't give a shit where you get it from. But they just like halfway up the arm, which felt better because what I really, really hate about the blood draw is like I don't like having this part of me touched at all. It makes me want to die. And that's I don't know, maybe it's better just to have like because this vein you couldn't see it. Like even on camera, that thing shows up, you know? Like just get this one right here. Like, can you go mid-arm instead? Because I much prefer that.
Yeah, why not then?
Yeah. I don't know. If you're a phlebotomist, please get in the comments and you're like, I know why you can't do that. I would love to know why, because I always want it right here.
I'll ask some people.
Butterfly right here, please.
I will never ask for that butterfly thing ever again. I hated that. But anyway, I did go back in and she goes, you didn't bruise. Good job. And I was like, I have no control over it, but thanks. So anyway, I had to do that so I can try to get monies, and we'll see if I get the monies.
Awesome.
But I did get the results before we came on the show, and we already went over them.
Yeah, we're looking at them together, and they really fucked your shit up.
Apparently, I weigh 300 pounds, and I'm like 4'9" or something. That's the only way I could back into that BMI number that I got.
BMI is such like a bad measurement of health anyway, but the fact that they gave you like what, a 44 or something is
a 41, yeah. Like 41.6 or some shit.
That's like you're dying tomorrow level.
And
BMI.
we played with like a calculator, and I was like 300 pounds and 4 feet tall.
She must have just literally like smashed the keyboard. There's no possible way that she entered any kind of good number.
But I mean, these results aren't going anywhere. Like no one's gonna they're not going to my doctor for him to be like, we need to talk, Robert. You know, like, so I don't really care about him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was like, because I asked Kelsey, I was like, is 41 bad? Because it's like really red.
Just give you like a big sad face on your report card. See horrible. Me after class.
And I'm like, what'd I do? And they're like, oh, never mind. I screwed it up. You can go.
You walk in the door and like, where's the rest of you?
I mean, I've looked up like my ideal weight before. That's not ideal.
No. Yeah. Same with me.
None of that stuff is.
My ideal weight, I would have to be just bones. I got thick concrete bones. I mean,
are like all of that based on when we were just like hunter-gatherers and we were just out all the time? Emaciated from not eating most of the time.
I would love to know where the concept of BMI came from, like who invented it and why we're still using it, because it's clearly wrong. Like none of it makes any sense.
I think we should just go to the stone method, because nobody really cares about when you're whatever stone weight, you know?
Why do the Brits measure everything in stones?
I don't know. And they're not even, it's like a fortnight, how that's 2 weeks.
Yeah, like who picked up a rock in the olden days?
Are not even like, it's like 21 pounds.
14 of these. Like,
I know we've looked this up on here before, but
I don't understand.
Yeah, okay. What do you think 1 stone equals?
Were you close to 14 pounds?
It is 14 pounds.
Okay.
And I said 21, I think, but like, yeah, it's 14. That's then just go 14. Like you're doing multiplication inside your math.
I know. Like, why do we need to do that? I don't want to have to divide to figure out how many stones I weigh. And also, where is the stone that we're weighing everybody against? Which stone is it? Could I see it?
What stone?
Is it the Blarney stone? Secret purpose?
I just said, what stone do we do this with? The stone, it just says what it is, but I guess it is no original stone.
It's out there somewhere. We've got to find it for science.
Oh, for example, in 1939, a royal statute set, no, that's just how they set it. Why did they set it at 14 pounds? Like, that's what I want to know. It even says the statute said 1 stone equals 14 pounds. So you already had a method
Is
of
there
poundage.
just like a weird scientist out there who weighed 140 pounds and he's like, 10 stones is me? Like, how do we arrive at this conclusion?
I'm going to be reading so much into stone later.
Yeah.
But
All
anyway,
these questions we ask ourselves.
yeah, I don't have time for that here. But
No.
I just want to let you know that was a madhouse. I had a butterfly for the first time and I hated it.
All right.
And I had to go back to get stuck again. And she was like, "Are you mad?" I was
Yes.
like, I mean, no, because there's money on the line.
I would have left.
Do what you
forever.
gotta do. No,
God.
I want the money, man. Like, I need the money.
Yeah.
So, anyway, with that, you ready to get out of here
I'm
and
ready
not
get
have
out
to
of
go
here.
back? Let's do that.
It's me. Is it me?
Yeah.
It's you.
No, it's you, because I'm the question.
Here we go. Here we go. If you loved this episode, please tell a friend about us because word of mouth is the best way to get the good YMBToAP into brand new ears, such as yours and your friends and your family. Tell your sister. Tell your father. Tell everyone. Tell your cousins. Your fifth cousin once removed. He deserves to listen too. We release weekly. We're here for you every single Monday. That is the YMBToAP guarantee, each and every one of them. If you want to talk to us, you can catch us over on TikTok. One day, the government says they'll shut TikTok down, but I just don't think they will at this point because it was supposed to happen in September, right?
I don't even know.
Who knows anymore? We're on TikTok, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on all the socials at YMBToAP. You can find us wherever you find anything at all. If you're in the know, if you're under Shrimp Council, our secret little club, you can join us over on the Discord where we're going to be asking you guys. We're going to actually tell you about Beach Day some more because I'm going to go have a bowl of this immediately after we record. Then I'm going to post a picture of it to the Discord. And you guys are going to be like, what's that about? And I'll be like, find out on Monday, babes.
Okay.
So check that shit out. And also tell us what you guys think about the butterfly needle. Tell us what you talk about blood. I don't know. I'll dip out for that conversation.
Don't talk about blood.
Don't talk about blood too much. None of us like it.
No.
It's supposed to be on the inside. That's where it stays. We keep it in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to our patrons for supporting us, even through weird conversations like this. You have our back and you love us, and we love you for it.
Yes. And don't forget that our theme song is The Grim Reaper Blows the Horn by Faraj. Please check him out on YouTube. Show him all the love. He is an awesome musical man. He's just great. Give him all the good stuff. And as always, thanks for listening and tune in next time to get the answer to that burning question. Where is this magical 14-pound stone?